Hi, my name is Leigh McKelvey, and today I'm going to be talking about my informative speech on Versace and the impact he had on the fashion industry. And before I begin, I'm going to be showing everybody who will be listening with us today. For the next several minutes, I will be sharing with you a legacy of one of the most luxurious brands in the fashion industry, one that I and many others wish that they had the pleasure of owning, Versace. Much of the information discussed today is based on Deborah Ball's novel titled House of Versace, The Untold Story of Genius, Murder, and Survival. Specifically today, I will be going over the tragedy that led to the transfer of ownership and creative power within the brand, the evolution of the brand over the last 4 decades, and finally, the faces that reinforce Versace's image as the finest luxury brand. With that being said, I would like to begin by discussing the tragedy that unwillingly placed Donatella Versace as the head of the creative directorship. Rachel Chang for Biography wrote an article in 2020 that tells of the events on July 15, 1997, when Gianni Versace, the founder and designer of Versace, was found dead just outside the doors of his Miami mansion. From this day forward, Donatella, Gianni's sister, would be heir to the incredible legacy that he had built and he was still creating. During an interview for Newsweek, Josiah Ferre, close friend of Gianni's, said the two had clashing styles. However, Donatella was credited with being his greatest inspiration. It was even referred many times as his muse. Prior to Gianni's death, Donatella was a large help within the company and even helped create his very first clothing line, which was released in 1978 in the spring. Unsurprisingly, the line received such high praise that Gianni had another collection of menswear created that same year in the fall. Even during the hard times in Gianni's personal life, such as when he was battling ear cancer in the mid-1990s, Donatella fully immersed herself into the fashion industry, soon becoming chief designer of several collections. However, this already immense responsibility grew even heavier when her brother had unexpectedly passed. An article written by Rachel Chang for Biography describes what started out as a peaceful, routine morning stroll had turned into the most painful day for Gianni's family and everybody who had loved him. After accepting her new role as creative director of Versace, Donatella let her own creative instincts take control, in spite of Gianni's differing tastes. Rather than replicating his ideas, she began a new era of Versace fashion that stayed true to their boldness. In an interview with Jess Carter Morley for The Guardian in 2017, Donatella was asked what advice she would give her future self, her younger self. With no hesitation, she responded, "Don't try to be Gianni." Now that I have shared the transfer of ownership and creative power within the Versace brand, I would like to discuss the evolution of Versace throughout the last 4 decades. Everything that made up Gianni's environment, including his hometown in Italy, art, and his loved ones, gave him the inspiration to create designs that showed the beauty within life and art. Even much so, that renowned museums such as the Metropolitan Museum of Art spent time analyzing and studying several designs and searched for the specific inspiration within each piece. Much of Versace's original designs, including the logo, are inspired by his hometown, Reggio Calabria, Italy, and the art culture that made up its historical landscape, primarily Greco-Roman art as well as ancient Greek history. Further of Gianni's artistic inspirations can be found in Nilambarbi Chadwikar's 2020 case study titled The Influence of Versace on Fashion. Gianni Versace revolutionized the fashion industry globally by creating bold, daring, luxurious, and timeless pieces. Even after his passing, his designs are still making headlines and setting trends. Although 40 years have passed, many companies and brands such as Fashion Nova have been in hot water for the replication of Versace's designs. Even when the brands look to his creations for inspiration, it is no surprise that the Versace brand itself has doubled its sales year after year, according to W Magazine. Now that we have discussed Versace's evolution in the fashion industry, I would like to lastly discuss the celebrities, top models, and American socialites who have supported the brand as well as praised it. Versace chooses carefully who represents their brand as means to promote the notion of wealth, high social ranking, and above else, luxury. In Volume 20, pages 549 through 570 of the Journal of Consumer Psychology, The practice of specific marketing to sell high fashion clothing as wearable art is done through those who model the designs. It is done so to promote and sharpen the desirability of the creations they wear. Celebrities such as Princess Diana, Elton John, Naomi Campbell, Kate Moss, and Dua Lipa have all worn Versace to high social events to further push these ideas. During an interview with InStyle, top model Cindy Crawford explained the power of wearing Versace and added emphasis on the individuality of the designs, as well as the feeling of empowerment that Gianni and Donatella both wanted women and men to feel. Events such as the Met Gala, for example, have been known for highlighting the most current and personalized designs for celebrities such as Blake Lively, Kylie Jenner, Jennifer Lopez, and Bella Hadid. Although every design is unique, that Versace look has made itself known for mixing materials such as metal and leather to create boldness while still allowing for cohesivity. Many cherish the brand's ability to create unique designs that stand out while still remaining within the realm of luxury and class. As I conclude this speech, I would like to finish with the following statements. Today, I discussed Versace's change of ownership, the evolution of the brand, and those who honor and strengthen the brand's reputation. I hope today that I have taught you something to be inspired by, as so many designers and creators are. Despite the hardships that the Versace brand and family faced, Gianni and Donatella inspire millions with their artistry and passion. And that will conclude my speech, and now I'm just going to show everybody who is listening. Thank you.